loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. This is caught. It's close. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is caught off the deflection. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And they'll go on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. They run again with Ajayi. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Here we go. Let's go, great.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good for an Eagles first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, 41 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. On first down, gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Goff on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. from 21 yards away. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now they try the right side here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. 4 down. 4 down.
Goff on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million in the last calendar year.
That's phenomenal. And he was the NFL Man of the Year last season, and rightly so for what he did. And if I'm not incorrect, his goal when he started this to help all the people was $200,000.
41.6 million minus 200,000. That's a pretty good margin there.
That's a heck of a margin. Congratulations to J.J. Watt, his foundation, and to everyone who contributed to help out the people in Houston.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Sound 1.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Brockers able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, How does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch. And now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again. I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run with a J. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at third and goal. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. There's a quarterback sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They run for it with a J. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Ajayi stopped short on 4th and goal, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Eagles now, as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
We go.
On the carry, here's Clement. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
And off comes to Smallwood. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed. but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Running for it, Smallwood. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go. Triple 64.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a 1-yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, they run with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Gone. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. On 1st and 10, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. Now a 1st down throw, Goff. This is caught, and they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it.
And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Jared Goff, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Doug Pedersen's guys come up empty here on fourth down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And the Rams getting set to go now. Well, with the score where it's at, a field goal essentially doesn't do them much good here. A touchdown, though, and they're really in business.
Yeah, exactly right, because taking over the ball in this type of field position, all right, they feel good about what the defense just did. If you're calling plays, you're still thinking aggressively. You're not thinking, all right, let's just run the ball and try and get 3. You want to put it downfield, call your big shots, and try and get that big, big score.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 4 down. Check.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Keep it himself. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Brockers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no.
Alshon Jeffrey. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Pushing his way through, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
11. Here we go.
Now Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go, here we go. We got three.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. From the left hash, this from 39. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.